All right, the Senate races all across the country are heating up, especially the one over in Arkansas. But incumbent Democrat Senator Mark Pryor making these outrageous comments to some about his opponent's military service. Listen.
In the Senate, we have all kinds of different people, all kinds of different folks that have come from all kinds of different backgrounds, and I think that's part of this sense of entitlement that he gives off, is that almost it's like, I serve my country, therefore let me to the Senate.
Well, he's referring to Congressman Tom Cotton. He respond to those remarks is the person that Senator Pryor was just referring to. Congressman Cotton, who wants to be the next senator from Arkansas. Your reaction to your opponent's reaction to your military service?
Good morning, Brian. It's great to be on with you. You know, I didn't leave a good law job to join the Army out of a sense of entitlement. I left because I wanted to serve my country. I believe that we're the greatest country on earth. We're the home of freedom, and I want to go protect our freedom overseas. That's why I served in the Army, and that's why I wanted to run for Congress in the first place. Now, I'm not like Mark Pryor. I haven't spent 25 years in politics, but I can tell you this. You learn a lot more about leadership at Officer Candidate School and Ranger School at Fort Benning and leading troops in the streets of Baghdad than you learn in the halls of Congress.
Do you have a sense of entitlement because you served in the military?
No, you know, I found in life that most things will be better with hard work. So that's what I learned growing up on a farm in Arkansas. That's what I learned at Fort Benning. That's what I tried to display in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've been working hard to earn the votes of the people of Arkansas and to represent my constituents in the Congress, and I hope to do that next year in the Senate.
So your response to your opponent's remarks, I mean, are you angry about this? Are you shocked by this?
Brian, you know, if you grew up with Lynn Cotton on a farm in Yell County, you'd get pretty thick skin, and it would be thickened more by drill sergeants, so I don't get offended by much. I am surprised that Mark Pryor doesn't think we need more veterans in Congress. I think men who have sacrificed a lot more than either Senator Pryor or I, like Sam Johnson or John McCain, have been great treasures for our country and been great leaders in the United States Senate and United States Congress. And frankly, I think if we had more people in the Congress who are veterans, Congress might be a little bit more respected, just like our military is.
And not all are Democrats, not all are Republicans, not all are Democrats, but when they go in, they have a sense of service like the people who serve in the military. So we got word to Senator Pryor. We wanted him to come on. Instead, they just sent this statement. So let's read it together. He said this is from his campaign. Quote, of course, Mark is grateful, Mark Pryor, for Congressman Cotton's service, but this campaign is about two very different records in Congress, and it's Cotton's irresponsible votes against Medicare, Social Security, and affordable student loans that matter most to Arkansas voters. Cotton himself has had stated that military experience should not be the sole primary qualification for political office. Your reaction?
Well, this is a good example where a different perspective can lead to different results for the American people. Mark Pryor spent 25 years in office. That probably led him to vote for Obamacare, which cut hundreds of billions of dollars out of Medicare. It also nationalized the student loan industry, which means higher student loan costs for all students. So this is why I think it's good to have different kinds of perspectives in Congress, not just people who've spent a lifetime in politics.
And right now, we understand, too, just to broaden out your resume, you're not somebody that just went right to war, which is admirable, I believe, but you also have a law degree out of Harvard, spent 2 years in a management firm, and then decided to serve your country again as a congressman. Now, according to politics, you lead the sitting senator 42-40. So this is going to go down to the wire. Congressman Cotton, thanks so much for your service, and thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you, Brian.
All right, and as I mentioned before, we invited Senator Pryor on.